Who it is, Ravel. It will not be long now. Soon I shall have my revenge.
Baron Louis Martel, Signor.
You have brought the money. Better late than never.
I have not brought it, Senior. I have come to tell you that this outrageous extortion must stop.
Indeed?
You have drained our valley dry. The poor people have no money left.
That remains to be seen. I still need money.
For your experiments. Why should the people of this village have to pay for them? A year ago, no one had ever heard of you. And yet today, you and your henchmen rule us with a rod of iron. Yesterday, one of the villagers wished to go down to Saint-Falaise. He found the bridge guarded by your men who turned him back.
I do not wish anyone to leave the valley until my experiments are concluded.
But that's monstrous.
Perhaps, but it is my wish.
Well, why should we pay any attention to your wishes?
Perhaps then you will pay attention to my orders. No one is to enter or leave the valley. Ravel, inform the Abbé that the wine which his monks usually send out of the valley is to be left at our bridge and called for by the purchasers. Tell the farmers this also applies to their produce.
I can have no one going out of the valley babbling about what is happening up here.
You devil.
Most people here think I am the devil.
I should bring the money, Monsieur le Baron. I should bring it for my sake, for your sake, and for the sake of your daughter.
Marie has nothing to do with it.
That will depend upon you, Monsieur le Baron. Show the gentleman out.
Si, Signor.
Remember, no one must enter or leave the valley.
No one's to leave the village until further orders. Go back to your houses.
Get back, you old witch. Go on.
You got the money for the wine tax?
Yes. Right. Leave the cart there. Arrangements have been made with the wine merchants to collect it. Back to your beads, brother. And tell the Abbé we'll drink his health.
What'll Edmond say?
Edmund would say certainly, but give him a glass, too.
Just arrived for you by carrier.
I'm happy to see that my good friend the Abbé has not forgotten me. 1825, an excellent vintage. It's made by the monks in a little village by Valois. Get some glasses, Jacopo. Ah, the place where this wine is made is one of the most peaceful and friendly places on earth.
What is it, Edmond?
It's from the Abbé. We are in trouble. The forces of evil are let loose in our midst. I beseech you to come to our aid. There is the valley. If I well remember, there's only one way in. And that, my friends, can be made very, very dangerous. It's a little bridge on the north side of the mountain that crosses the river.
Halt! Dismount! This is private property. You can go no further.
Whose property?
It belongs to Signor Diavolo. You three had better go back where you came from.
But I have business ahead.
I can't help that. Get going.
With pleasure. He's wounded. This must be attended to quickly. Get the horses. There's an inn far ahead.
Who are you?
3 travelers who need some shelter.
Where do you come from? How did you get here?
We don't have time to answer questions. Can't you see this man is wounded?
Signor Diavolo's men.
Thought you said this was a friendly valley.
So it was. We'll have to get on to the monastery. It's a hard climb. Can you make it, Jacopo? You'll be all right, Jacopo.
There. I think he should be more comfortable now. It was very good of you to come, my son.
Tell me, Father, what is happening here?
It's this man, Diavolo, who lives up at the chateau.
It was Diavolo's men who stopped us at the bridge.
He has closed the valley. He forces our people to pay tribute to him. I've tried to reason with him, but I'm an old man, and he just laughs at me. Our people are very simple. Simple and credulous. They believe that Diavolo can practice the black arts, and that if they disobey him, he will destroy them.
What about the police? Can't they do anything?
No one would dare to accuse Diavolo of anything.
But who is this man? Why does he hold such power over the people?
I only know that he came here about a year ago from Italy. From Naples, I believe.
Could I have some more wine, Father? Naples, Italy. It's very interesting. Shall we all drink to the downfall of this devil's emissary?
Morent, we need your help. We'll pay you well for it.
How can I help you, monsieur? I'm only a boring keeper.
My daughter and I wish to leave the valley.
That is impossible, monsieur.
Why?
The bridge is guarded.
Yes, I know. But behind this inn there is a precipice, and it is possible, with the aid of a long rope, to lower oneself to the road below. But for this we must have your help.
Ah, do not ask it, monsieur le baron. It is impossible.
But no one need know you've helped us.
That devil knows everything, even before it happens.
Well, here's a pretty pigeon with 2 old crows. Don't fly away, old crow, lest we pluck your feather.
Oh, I beg you, monsieur, let us go in peace.
But of course, mademoiselle, we shall be glad to go with you.
Whilst Mademoiselle is at the chateau, I'm sure you will not try and leave the valley.
Marty, go on. I must get her back. Oh, help me, Morent, help me.
I can do nothing, monsieur, nor you, nor anyone.
Somebody must help me. Father, I'm at my wit's end. Alone, I'm helpless. My poor friend. Rest assured we shall do all we can. These gentlemen here have come to our aid.
I'm deeply sorry for your distress, monsieur. You said the Signor Diavolo has taken your daughter as a hostage.
Yes, monsieur. That's what the scoundrel said.
I think I shall pay a visit to Signor Diavolo.
An excellent idea, Edmond. We'll ride over to this Diavolo chateau with you.
Sorry, my friends.
But this man is dangerous.
And the best way to defeat danger is by doing the unexpected. In this instance, by calling on Signor Diavolo alone.
What is it now?
One of the strangers that forced his way into the valley says he wants to speak to you. He says his name is Signor Lucifer.
Lucifer, eh? Show him in. Signor Diavolo?
At your service, Monsieur Lucifer. To what do I owe the pleasure?
to instinct. When I heard that there was a Signor Diavolo in the district who was interested in chemical experiments and who hailed from Naples, well, my instinct told me that he could be no other than the notorious Guido di Pifaretti, who disappeared mysteriously last year after an attempt to blow up the ducal palace.
Instinct is a wonderful thing, monsieur. But knowledge is better. And the Count of Monte Cristo is too well known not to be recognized. Shall we drink to instinct and knowledge, monsieur?
No, thank you. Your wine might prove a little too strong for my palate.
Why did you come here?
To find out why you have isolated this village from the outside world.
That is my business.
And to find out why you were robbing the poor people.
That again is my business.
And to ask the immediate release of Mademoiselle Marie Martel.
But, monsieur, Mademoiselle Martel is here of her own free will. Revel, request Mademoiselle Martel to come in here.
Very interesting. A collection worthy of the Borgias.
My grandmother was of the Borgia family. I may have inherited her talents.
Were the Borgias equally interested in explosives?
Mademoiselle, we are honored with a visitor deeply concerned for your welfare.
The Count of Monte Cristo at your service, mademoiselle.
The Count insists you are a prisoner.
What do you have to say to that, mademoiselle?
Tell the Count, my dear, that you are here because you wish to be.
I would rather hear mademoiselle express her own opinions.
I am here because I wish to be.
Do you not have a message for your father?
Of course she has.
Tell our friend, my dear, that you will be in touch with your father shortly, and for him to do all you tell him.
I shall be in touch with my father shortly, and he should do all that I tell him.
You may leave us now. Revel.
Always at your service, mademoiselle.
Well, are you satisfied?
For the time being.
Then I bid you goodbye, Monsieur Lucifer.
And I bid you au revoir, Signor Diavolo.
Revel! Revel! If our visitors try to leave the valley, they must be killed immediately.
You could have killed that one just now.
Yes, one, but there are 3 of them. They must all be destroyed if no news is to reach the outside world. Revel, we can rid ourselves of them very effectively and safely. Bring to me that fellow Morant, who owns the tavern in the village.
Si, signor.
You will do exactly as I tell you. Do you understand? You will do exactly as I tell you. You will obey me in all things, for I am your master. Tell me, who am I?
You are my master.
Here is the letter, and here is the vial. Who am I?
My master.
All right, Morant, you can go now.
I don't understand it. This girl says she's there of her own free will. Do you believe that, Edmond?
Of course not. But this man, Il Diavolo, has some strange powers. And somehow he has managed to control her mind so he can make her do and say exactly as he wishes.
You have a visitor, monsieur.
Monsieur, I have come to give you this note. And
to tender my apology.
Where did you get this? Speak, man.
From one of the men who works on Signor Diavolo's estate. I cannot tell you his name, because if the Signor knew, he would punish him.
Thank you.
And you accept my apology, monsieur?
Of course.
Then my house and all that is in it is yours.
Good day, my man.
Thank you, monsieur.
That was rather surprising.
So is this. Monsieur, I beg that you and your friends be at the Bunch of Grapes tonight. I have found a way to escape from the chateau and will bring my father and join you there. You can trust Morant. Signed, Marie Martel.
Do you believe she really wrote that, Edmond?
I believe so.
Well, what are we going to do?
We are going to the Bunch of Grapes. We are still going, Jacopo. Thank you, Father, for your kindness and hospitality. You'll hear from us as soon as we have some news. And here, this is for your monastery.
God bless you, my son. Take good care of yourselves. You will find nothing fit to drink at the Bunch of Grapes. Take this. It is the last bottle of our best vintage.
Thank you, Father.
I feel we should not go. I'm sure we're walking into a trap, Edmond.
It seems that Signor Diavolo has made the first move. Come on, my friends.
As you see, we brought our own wine with us.
But, monsieur...
Just bring us some goblets, will you, Morant?
But monsieur must try the wine of the house. I have a bottle of the finest vintage. It is unique. Keep your flagon, monsieur, for drinking with your food. But first try what I will bring you.
Wine of the house, it shall be.
She should be here by now if she's coming.
If she's coming.
Waiting gets on my nerves. I like to be doing something. Ah, Morant.
We are very proud of this wine in our valley, monsieur. Some say it is like bottled sunshine. You won't find a finer wine anywhere in the Alps. A wine with such body, such bouquet.
You know, my friend, I misjudged you. I never thought you would be such an excellent host.
And you will find this an excellent wine, monsieur. A nectar fit for the gods. Drink deep, monsieur. And now, I will fetch your stew.
This was well done, Morant.
You're most gracious, Signor.
This stuff worked quickly.
It is almost instantaneous. 1 drop is enough for unconsciousness, 2 drops, death.
What's this?
It was a present from the Abbey. They wished to drink it, but I persuaded them to drink mine first.
The 1812 vintage. Bring the glasses, Morant. What could be more fitting than a good drink to round off an excellent evening's achievement?
The 1812 vintage.
The best wine this valley ever produced.
Oh, master, this is something.
From this flagon for Morant.
But that is the poisoned wine.
Yes, Morant. This is the poisoned wine.
You wish to murder me.
Murder is too crude a word, my friend, and I do nothing that is crude. Shall we say I wish you to have a long, long sleep?
But why, Signor? Why?
Because you're very, very tired, Morant. And I wish you to have a long, long sleep.
A long, long sleep.
Now, Morant, drink. Drink with me. Give my regards to my friend the devil.
Why not convey your regards to him in person, Signore?
What does this mean?
It means that you and your men have just drank the wine that you so thoughtfully prepared for us.
The poison. It is deadly.
One of the disadvantages of being so thorough in your evil doing.
Help me. Help me!
What would it be worth to you to save your worthless life?
Anything. What is that? What is that for?
An antidote to all known poisons. And
antidote. You must let me have it. I must have it!
Not so fast. There are several things I want from you first. A release order for your men at the chateau for Mademoiselle Martel. And a safe passage for one of my men out of the valley.
Yes, yes.
And a full confession of all your crimes.
You shall have it. You shall have it all, only let me have the antidote.
Pen, ink, and paper, Morant.
At once, monsieur. Quickly, the antidote.
You shall have it in time, I can promise you that. Write the safe passage for my men out of the valley.
Take this ring. My men recognize it.
The release order for Mademoiselle Martel. Jacopo, this ring will be your safe passage. Ride to Valois and get the soldiers. Ride like the wind, man.
Quickly, you must give me the antidote.
3 glasses of water, Morant. Rico, go to the chateau, get Mademoiselle Martel and take it to the Abbey.
How about you, Edmond?
I shall remain here. Hurry. I want to see how this experiment will work out.
And some for me too, monsieur.
Oh, you did not drink the poison, Morant.
How soon will we know?
Within an hour. Within an hour you will know whether you live or die. But in order to have a chance to live, you must remain completely still. Ah. Still.
It's 1:15. The antidote has worked.
So it would seem. It must have been an excellent snuff.
Snuff. You tricked us. There was no real poison in the first place.
May I congratulate you, Signor Diavolo, for a brilliant piece of deduction.
But there must have been. The lack of breath, the sense of suffocation, the pains I had.
When I first met Mademoiselle Martel, I realized you must have been studying the curious new art of mesmerism. So I tried a little experiment myself. You were so convinced you drank the poisoned wine that you actually felt the pains. I wouldn't make the slightest move, gentlemen. It would be hard for you to convince me you held any weapons.
Hard for them, perhaps, Monte Cristo. But not for me. Drop that weapon. Drop it, I say! You were wrong to come here. This is your last...
Take him away. I could have used you, Jacopo.
Monsieur le Comte, I can't find words to express our feelings at this moment.
Then why look for them, Baron?
All is ready for your journey, my sons. Though I am sick at heart to see you go.
Oh, we are sad to go too, Father. But glad that Il Diavolo will trouble you no longer. Fortunately, we were able to stop him before his experiment was completed.
What was this experiment?
Oh, a particularly violent explosive through which he was planning to regain his lost power.
He was the devil's emissary.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Thanks to you, our valley will once more be a place of peace and happiness.
And I shall be looking forward for your bottles of wine, Father. The next one, a full one.